Hi, my name's Ben. This is the first video installment of Black Metal Brews. I realized that this site started with me discussing music over beer with a friend, and I've always felt that writing about beer wasn't quite as natural of an experience. You don't get to see it, smell it, really enjoy it, and while you don't get to smell through the internet either, this will give you a little more of a visceral experience. You can really take in the experience, and this can be more like a conversation between us than a mute, disconnected review that I feel wasn't really connecting with many of you, and it didn't really connect with me as well. So today is our first Black Metal Brews beer review, and we have a very intriguing offering from Stone Brewing Company today. It is their Sprocketbier, which is a black rye Kolsch. To say the least, I've never had anything like that. I'm not sure what it's going to taste like, so I'm excited. Pairing with this today, we've got the cassette from EOS, which I'm probably mispronouncing. Fantastic French-Canadian black metal from Fallen Empire Records. So, we're going to give this tape a listen. We're going to have ourselves some beer, and I'll share my thoughts with you guys. This beer is the first in Stone's Spotlight series, which is the byproduct of some friendly competition within the Stone Brewing family. Out of 19 beers that different Stone employees made, this bizarre offering was the one that really impressed the folks up top, or the blind tasting panel, as it were. I think it'll be really interesting pairing darker flavors with a generally lighter style. So, let's give it a sip. My first reaction is this is very smoky, lightly spiced, relatively thin in body like you'd expect from a Kolsch, but it's got a nice rich, almost earthy coffee malt characteristic that you would expect more from a porter or even a Rausch beer, perhaps. Perhaps some of that's the rye coming through. I haven't had as many rye beers, although it's something I've got great interest in trying out more. It's got a, as you can see there when I poured, it's got a nice little head, but it dissipated quickly enough to allow me to really get a good sip in. But it's still got a little linger on the surface there, kind of allowing it to really just retain its flavor, retain its characteristics here. As this is my first review, I'm going to just take a couple more sips, keep it short and sweet. I'm going to want feedback from you folks. Would love to know what you think of this. If I look or sound like a geek, it's because I am, so feel free to remind me of that. If you'd like to hear more from me about the qualities of the beer, more from me about the music, have the music not in the review. The whole point of this first review is really to just kind of put myself out there for you folks and me to start a dialogue about how you'd like this to shape up in the future. This has always been meant to be a conversation, and this is how we're going to start the next branch of it. Thanks for sitting with me through this. I'm Ben, this is Black Metal Brews, and I'll see you next time.